Hello. So I just went through a lot of this stuff, but apparently Mike's not on. So can you hear me? I don't even know. I can hear myself clearly. Things are blinking green that I thought was my mic, but alas, we are here again. So now we get a condensed version. Uh, Mostly, I was just saying they told me I had 3 seizures in my sleep. Like one little one where I came out and I just was like looking at him confused and they kind of giggled. Not giggled, but they're like, "Oh, he's here," you know. I'm just like, "Yeah, what?" But then the other two were worse. Like, I know. I just smile and they're like, "Where are we?" I'm just like, They're like, "Do you know your name?" And I'm like, because in my head I'm like, "Yeah, I know I'm in Philadelphia. I know my name's Dan. I know the questions, but that's the main thing. Unless you say it, that's it." So, all right, what time is it? What year are we in? All this good stuff, and I'm just staring. So that one we knew was from my sleep. Like I had it was in my sleep. Now, if I was at home and I slept, I don't know if I would have got out of it. But since you're sleeping here and all these lights go on and all this people come in your room, it got me out of it, or let it finish. However, they determine this stuff. So one positive is they have way more information than they thought already. So it went pretty quick. So now, and that wasn't even a full day of me off of my drugs. They wean you off. Now we're on my third day, so I'm on the least. And yeah, they said I had 3, which is good. But yeah, now so who knows? So now that we have 3, and again, remember, I'm still confused about last time where there was drills and cameras in my head versus this. Now from the 14 different nurses, I think I figured out this comes first. Like they do this first. If they don't get enough information, then they go in deeper and put the cameras in the shit to get super isolated. But then some also just thought like, well, yeah, that was 4 years ago. Technology's come away. We don't, this can penetrate that instead of putting a camera on your skull. You know what I mean? So either way, there was no. I was sworn I was coming in here with those getting the cameras put on my brain, but I am not. Uh, yeah, but mostly what I was saying in the last video was it's good because I'm having them faster than they expected. Um, and when I say fast, I don't mean like the full John. I just mean I guess it starts to show up enough. These things, all these lights come on, all these people come running in, and then you either coming out of it and they're like, "Hey, what's up, dude? What's your name?" And you're just looking, and they're like, "Can you tell me this and this and this today?" And just keep looking, bobbing your head. Again, you know me. This has been many times, right? The whole point is you're coming back to reality. Like, where are we? Shit, Philadelphia, blah blah blah. Uh, this one I got all that kind of stuff right. I said, where are we? Like Philadelphia, like where specifically? West Philadelphia Hospital. Dan, blah blah blah. Um, so yeah, so it's like a blessing and a curse that I'm having them faster than I ever had them closely together. Uh, Now again, my theory, all this last year, all these things happened on a Monday after working a weekend, after working a week of school, and and again, there was many times before I was married where there was a time or two where the girl I was with was like, "Yeah, I think you had like a nightmare last night. You were all flipping all around and bed's all wet. Most likely I had a seizure in my sleep, right? I live alone now, no cat even. So uh the most recent that got me in here, right? I had a seizure at home, woke up to the clicking, but my brain was still like, you gotta get to work. You gotta get to work, gotta get to work, which is a 25-minute walk along a busy highway, or not highway, but a busy street enough. And the whole time you're in the click, 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 click fuzz because you're just determined to get to whatever your brain thought it was going to do. I get to school, biggest fear in the computer room, started to feel it, forced myself to the right. I usually always go to the left. That's where all the computers were. So I forced myself to the right. These were eighth graders, so they got to see it. Uh, the last time at school, the second graders didn't see it. So that's good. Eighth graders are a little more um, understanding, so to speak. So yeah. So since I got carted away from school again, but I was awake enough this time. The other time I was dead till I got to the hospital. This time I was kind of awake, fighting like, just I don't know if it was just stubbornness, like, dude, you can't do this shit again at school, like whatever. But then when I get to the hospital, fairly quickly, I knew I was in Philadelphia. I knew that I came from school. I knew my social security number, like the big ones. Um, and again, I just did all this, so I don't know what was recorded and what wasn't. If this is a repeat, but the last time I was in there was like 27 hours because I could not say Philadelphia, and they were getting a kick out of it. They're like, "Where are we?" I'm like, "God damn it!" Liberty Bell, birthplace of our country. We just won the Super Bowl. Ben Franklin, like, God damn it. I'm like, nah. It's like, sorry, dude, we can't, like, yeah, you go back. A couple hours later, you come back, you're like, Dan McCartney, Philadelphia, PA, blah, 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 blah. And then you're allowed to leave. So far, this whole experience has been different. One, I'm on, I'm missing school, paid leave. But two, I've never had this many seizures this close together, period, ever. It was always like one every 7 months or so. Now they're once a month. And nor did I, or they were a little surprised that I already had three seizures here on my third day, and I'm not even fully off of the drugs. So something got worse, much worse. Hopefully this can figure it out. Hopefully this was recorded because I know I missed a lot. But yeah, so the goal of the game is to lay here and be entertained and not freak out. So it's cool. So I'm assuming, this is my theory, right? Like when I'm asleep, this crazy machine behind me, well, in front of me technically, but all the stuff that's hooked to, it can read as it's coming, So like I was saying, if I was at home, that seizure might have went way more full tilt, where I'm throwing up and in the bathroom and all that, or it was a mild seizure that they just happened to catch, or it was about to be a heavy seizure, but since they got in here and caught it in time, and then my all of a sudden my attention's different, all the lights are on, you got people touching you, all this good stuff. So I don't know about that. So hopefully this got recorded. It seems like the mic's on. This is day 3, Super Bowl Sunday even. But no one's bothered me yet. Like no one's trying to jam it down our throats or anything, So did I say anything positive? The positive news is these, again, they happened way faster than they thought was going to happen. They didn't cut my hair. So ideally, say I don't have any tonight, and then like Monday, I have like the biggest one where they can record all of it and then use that versus the other 3 or 4 little guys, and they have enough of their data collection to where I can go home. Uh, but we're in Philadelphia right now. Philadelphia right now is -3 degrees. So the hospital stay and all its lavish attention isn't the worst. Uh, but yeah, you just read, try to draw, but the whole time you're clearly distracted as hell. Like, what the fuck? Brain is a pretty important